Did a snake actually swallow an animal bigger than herself? See what happened. Plus more wild animal encounters. Or maybe not. Caught on camera. These are the absolute best videos of the week on our channel. I guarantee it. So stick with us until the very end for the most incredible moments in the animal kingdom. Let's kick things off with this mind-blowing video. We think these scenes only happen in movies, right? Just wait until you see the next videos.
Oh my God!
This elephant just wanted to show who really owns the road. He did this out of curiosity or just to protect his personal space. To us, it's scary. To him, it's just a normal day in the wild. She thought it would be a great idea to take a selfie next to a wild bison. He was playing Free Fire when out of nowhere, a jaguar entered the room. I think somebody miscalculated the size of the door. In reality, these animals use their mouths to explore new things in their environment, and his curiosity just got him temporarily stuck in the structure. The bull didn't mean any harm. It was the GPS that sent him to the wrong place.
Baby, watch out, watch out.
Get the down, Enaya. Right there. Hey, bro, when you let it go, you gotta hop on a run.
Bro, the guy literally used a trash can like a Pokeball. Jokes aside, that was a masterclass. He saved the city and saved the alligator, putting it back in its natural habitat without a single scratch. If a giant 6-ton elephant is coming right at you, you better run, my friend. After a river flooded, these locals were forced to face a huge crocodile that popped up in the city. Imagine how dangerous that is, bro. The elephant marched into town and everyone panicked. Everyone except for him. Yes, him, Super Dog. Bro, the little dog really thought he was going to save the world by defeating a colossal 5-ton giant? Jokes aside, I'm so glad nothing happened to our little hero dog. For real, he deserves a Medal of Honor. Due to natural disasters, some cities in India end up with wild animals like crocodiles being washed into town. They aren't doing it on purpose. Unfortunately, the residents have no choice but to try and carefully capture them to send them back to the wild. Let's just say it's an almost impossible mission. I mean, we all know what a crocodile is capable of. I wonder if he just wanted to say hi.
The hammerhead, dude! What's he doing?
I think the shark was just trying to read the menu. In reality, they're super curious creatures and use water reflections and vibrations to check out new objects, like a kayak. Luckily, it was just a routine marine customs check.
I don't know.
He just came over to check if everybody paid for their park tickets. In reality, safari elephants are used to vehicles, but every now and then, they like to get close, just to remind tourists who actually owns the road. Imagine being in your car when suddenly a huge bear comes charging toward you. It's such a shock that you feel hot, even in the snow. This is an incredible visual reminder that walls are just human concepts. For an elephant, if it's in their historical path, it's just a temporary obstacle. Nature's engineering always reclaims its space, no matter the size of the brick. People forget they have night vision worthy of special goggles and hearing that catches the slightest step of a prey from miles away. He wasn't lost. He was just testing the superpowers he inherited from dinosaurs in the wrong habitat. When you run into your worst enemy and realize he looks exactly like you. The bull saw that crowd in the river and decided to remind everyone that he's a mammal with absurd muscle power and a massive territorial instinct. The scientific detail nobody talks about is that bulls have an incredible panoramic vision of nearly 360 degrees to detect threats, but they see poorly what's right in front of their nose. To make matters worse, they have no depth perception, so a group of people in the water just turns into a big, blurry, dangerous blur. The beast didn't want to ruin anyone's swim, he just panicked because his brain processed that crowd as a predator ambush right in the middle of his watering hole. Since elephants' vision is pretty limited, they rely on their massive spatial memory and their sense of smell to guide themselves. The damage to the wall was just a miscalculation by a gentle giant who was hungry, using a strength he doesn't even know he has just to reach some tasty tree on the other side. Chill out, bro. It's just a snake. The leopard left, but decided to take a piece of the car as a souvenir. This lion just doesn't like being filmed without his permission. The guy in the video stayed calm and did the right thing, because even though they look like giant, clumsy teddy bears, these animals are elite athletes that can run over 50 kilometers per hour. It was just an inspection visit from the neighborhood's most food-focused neighbor. In Nepal, as hard as it is to believe, it's actually kind of normal to find a rhino casually strolling through the streets like a regular citizen out doing some shopping. Comment down below, what would you do if you ran into one of these out there?
Madre mía, madre mía. Madre mía! Madre mía!
How on earth is this rider going to explain to their insurance that a raging bull absolutely wrecked their motorcycle? The primate hit the pool and pulled off the ultimate lazy move, which is actually pure biological evolution. These animals have super developed brains focused on conserving energy, so they learned fast that human food packs way more calories and sugar than wild fruits. On top of that, their social structure revolves around boldness and hierarchy, so swiping someone's snack without asking is just his way of showing he's the real boss of the VIP section. He might have zero manners, but his practical intelligence for scoring a free lunch is honestly enviable. These gators are just hanging out there out of pure curiosity, or maybe drawn in by a sound we can't even hear. Since they have an amazing memory from mapping out hunting grounds, if someone opens that door and gives them a snack, this house will officially become their new go-to food spot. Did she really think a rusty old gate was going to hold back a 6-ton giant? Lol. A beast like that weighs as much as 5 economy cars, and when it decides to floor it, it can hit a crazy 25 miles per hour, all thanks to a super spongy bone structure that absorbs the impact of every single step. The science behind it is that despite their size, they're emotional as hell and super territorial, led by a matriarch who remembers trails for decades. He's not wrecking the place to be mean. The house was probably just built right on top of the ancestral highway his giant brain uses to find water. Picture this. You're out buying groceries and you literally run into a lion. Like, yo, can you tell me where the meat section is?
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream.
Oh gosh.
Hand me a drink. I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can
These moose turn the backyard into a heavyweight boxing ring out of pure biological hormone rage. These beasts can easily clear 1,000 pounds, and science shows that during mating season, their testosterone levels spike so hard that their brains go 100% into territory dominance mode. Those massive antlers on their heads, which look like they're just for show, actually work as a perfect fitting shield to test their strength without impaling each other right away. The yard got completely trashed, but for them, it was just a super tense business meeting to decide who runs the block. Holy crap, that scared the living daylights out of me! No way! This feels like a movie scene! But this video is proof that when you're bricking it, you literally forget how to do simple things like opening your own damn door! This is also a scene worthy of a movie. A cat confronting a fox to save its territory. They say cats are top quality predatory felines. Incredible, right?
It's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I...
This primate probably broke into that house looking for food. It could have been a little more polite, right? Seeing moose in residential pools, especially in regions like Alaska, Canada, or the northern United States, looks like a scene straight out of a comedy movie, but it actually happens quite often for purely biological and survival reasons.
There he goes.
It took him a minute to realize there was a lion outside. Looks like his brain lagged for a second. It's probably because you don't exactly expect to run into a furious lion trying to break down your front gate. When you ask for a big sign from above, and the universe takes big way too literally. Life as a king isn't easy.
Younger or subordinate lions often test the alpha male or each other to establish the hierarchy. Who's in charge? They take advantage of moments of distraction, like sleep, to catch the other by surprise, which mimics real hunting and combat tactics, but without any intention of causing real trouble.
Rule number 1 of kayaking. The river belongs to whoever weighs 1,000 pounds. Joke aside, this guy did exactly what he was supposed to do. Moose have terrible eyesight, but amazing hearing. When they run towards you, a lot of times it's not an attack. They're just curious or startled because they can't tell what you are. Making loud noises and yelling lets them know you're a human and not a threat or a rival moose. It worked perfectly. The moose changed its mind, and this guy got an unbelievable story to tell.
The shark just jumped into the f***ing boat!
Okay, watch out. We do not want to get clipped by that one.
Oh my god!
I think he forgot that oxygen isn't part of his diet. Jokes aside, sharks sometimes jump and miss their target while chasing fish near the surface, and that boat just became the worst parking spot of his life. When you're just enjoying your day and the wildlife decides to test your reflexes. Marine life can be pretty curious, and they don't exactly have brakes, so that bump was just a clumsy way of saying hello.
Rule number 1 of fishing in certain areas: if you take too long to get the fish out of the water, you just opened a free food delivery service. Crocodiles are the ultimate experts at saving energy. They spend all day watching and listening, and the sound of a fish splashing on the line is basically a dinner bell for them. They know the fish is already tired and trapped, which means an easy, effortless meal.
There it is.
This guy thought he was catching his lunch, but he was actually just doing the hard work for the real boss of the river. In the end, the croc got a quick snack, and the fisherman got an unbelievable story.
Watching two of these giants face off is always impressive. But in the bear world, this is actually just a routine business meeting. They don't do this out of pure bad attitude. Most of the time, these disputes happen for 2 main reasons: territory, or to decide who the real stud is.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I got it. I'll send it to you.
Watch my rose bush, dude!
When the realtor says the house comes with native wildlife, you don't expect him to show up at your back door for breakfast. Crocs usually wander into yards looking for shade or fresh water, but that officer definitely won the award for the most unusual call of the day. This isn't a real disagreement, it's just the elephant world's equivalent of a very tense business meeting. They use these displays of strength to establish who the leader of the area is and decide who's in charge, usually without anyone getting hurt. Now, this case is different. The tiger was genuinely bothered by the people's presence there. I think I'll just go barefoot today. I think somebody forgot to tell this bull that traffic was already bad enough. Bulls are extremely territorial animals, and when they feel crowded or stressed by too much movement, they see cars as big rivals that need to be chased away. When the traffic cop weighs 6 tons, nobody dares to skip the line. Jokes aside, roads often cut through the elephant's natural paths, so he was just clearing the way so he could cross in peace.
I think this bull wasn't happy about someone boating without a life jacket. In reality, they are highly territorial animals, and if a canoe gets too close to the riverbank where they drink water, they see the boat as an intruder that needs to be chased away.
When you aren't the size of an elephant, you have to fake it until you make it with your arm span. This tactic works because making noise and looking bigger tricks the animal's vision, making them think you're just too much trouble to deal with.
I'm gonna have a look at us.
Yeah. Look at him, he's right here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Jake.
They just went out for a romantic date and ended up with an uninvited private security guard. Sharks are curious by nature and often investigate floating objects using their sharp senses, just to see what's going on.
Oh, he's turning away from us. Nice. Oh, that's him right there. He's right there.
Vehicle always catch their attention. This isn't a serious argument, it's just the giraffe world equivalent of a really high-stakes arm wrestling match. They use the weight of their necks to test each other's strength and decide who's the boss. That little dog has the heart of a lion, but his owner knows that size definitely matters. The pup was just doing his job protecting the property, but bringing him inside was the right call to let the bear go about his day in peace. That wasn't running away. That was just a surprise high-intensity cardio workout. Dogs love a good game of chase, and as soon as the exercise was over, they both went right back to their regularly scheduled programming like nothing happened. Rhinos have terrible eyesight, so if something strange gets too close, they use their strength to figure it out. This guy was just checking out the car and showing everyone who owns the road. This is what happens when an argument gets serious, but both sides realize nobody is going to back down. They just decided that being tired was bigger than their pride, and they both walked away.
Take the ball. Hey, kick! You got it? Chip, kick! You want to go? Chip, kick! Yo, chip! Chip, kick, man! Dribbling. Kick!
And the dribbling.
Kick! 1, 2, 3, 4. Kick!
Elephants are super smart and love a good game. He only needed one pass to show he has better ball control than a lot of pro soccer players out there. Sign him to a team already. Lion life is not easy. This happens because the younger ones always try to test the leader to see if he's still the boss. The poor guy just wanted a nap and ended up getting a surprise meeting. Rhinos are very territorial and decided to see who owns the place. One of them found out the hard way that his neighbor had more energy today. Just a normal day in the wild.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be
Crocodiles are great jumpers, but tracking moving food isn't easy. He missed his timing, but he gets 10 points for effort in this reverse fishing game.
hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning all. And this is just the beginning. I
Lions are great hunters, but they know how to pick their battles. When they saw the size and armor on those rhinos, they realized that dinner was going to be too much work and decided to find another restaurant. This viper is just using a classic defense trick. She pumps herself up with air to look much bigger and scare away any threats. Basically, it's her way of saying, don't even try. In Nepal, rhinos sometimes wander out of the park and into town since houses are so close to the woods. These two just decided to stop by for a surprise visit to see what's for lunch.
Why don't you back?
No, I'm driving.
Staying calm is part of the job to show you aren't a threat. But when the elephant decides to test your reverse speed, the rules change. The guide knew exactly when to back up and give the real boss some space.
Jag har hela skiten på film. Men fortsätt backa nu. Men fortfarande.
Buffaloes travel in big groups to protect their family and chase away predators. This lion realized there is strength in numbers and decided a tree was the best place to rethink his life choices. When it's lunchtime, the dominant lion always enforces the rules of the pack. He chases away the younger or lower-ranking ones to make sure only his favorites or the strongest eat first. It's just how the family business works. Hippos are super territorial and don't like surprises in their backyard. If I were on this ride, I'd just be praying that the balloon doesn't come down, because that space down there is definitely taken.
Oh.
Animals use their mouths to check out new things, but this guy totally missed his target. His embarrassed reaction shows he realized his mistake right away. Who knew animals could get so awkward? The river might be big, but the elephant wants his space and doesn't want anyone ruining his bath time. Those lions probably saw their own reflections or some movement inside and got curious to check it out. Good thing that glass is strong, because they were totally ready to drop in for a surprise visit without an appointment.
I'm tired of shit and the
अरे बड़ा सीधा सा जानवर है Oh my god.
This hippo is super stubborn and territorial, so he doesn't like anyone telling him what to do. The keeper was just trying to help, but the big guy wanted to make sure everyone knew he only goes back inside on his own time.
गया
Do not feed the zebras! Do not feed the zebras! It says don't feed the zebras! Oh no! Oh no! It says don't feed
The zebras just wanted to say hi and look for a snack, which was already scary enough. But the ostrich doesn't have time to say please, so he just skipped the lines and went straight for the bag. Lions spend most of their day resting to save up energy for the hunt. When the whole pack decides to take a nap together, it looks like the park is hosting a giant laziness convention.
So cool. Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Holy. Oops, sorry.
Oh, what a lovely baby.
Hippos are extremely territorial, especially when it comes to their favorite spot in the water. To this big guy, the river isn't a public pool, it's his personal backyard. When the whole herd of buffalo shows up wanting to share the space, the hippo isn't interested in making friends or sharing his toys. He just stands his ground and stares them down, using nothing but his massive size and scary looks to show everyone who owns the place. It's the animal world's version of that grumpy neighbor standing on his porch with his arms crossed, watching his lawn and waiting for everyone to get off his property. If there's one animal out there that truly understands the concept of living life in the slow lane, it's the anaconda. Think about it. She spends most of her time just chilling in the water, enjoying a super relaxed vibe, and only moves when it's absolutely time to figure out lunch. She's basically that friend who loves a good spa day, a long afternoon nap, and who completely clears their plate whenever food is involved. The sheer size of this creature is mind-blowing. It honestly looks like Hollywood special effects, but it's just nature being extraordinary. It's fascinating to see something so massive live such a calm life and fit so perfectly into her environment. Come to think of it, we all have those anaconda days every now and then, where all we really want is to hang out in the shade, grab a cool drink, and enjoy a massive meal. But this time around, it looks like she picked a truly giant meal. So giant that it actually seems like it was bigger than she was. Man, what we have here is the ultimate classic case of having eyes way bigger than your stomach. Honestly, who hasn't overdone it at Sunday lunch to the point where you feel like you need a crane to get off the couch, right? The only difference is that our friend here took that idea to a whole new professional level. She looked at that giant menu and thought, yeah, I can totally handle this before dinner. And her system just couldn't take it. Clearly, optimism won over common sense this time around. It's amazing how nature shows us in its own unique and slightly dramatic way that knowing when to say when is a precious skill. This is an incredible clip that honestly serves as a great lesson for all of us. Always respect your limits at the dinner table, folks.
Do orangutans want image rights? The crocodile was clearly trying to win the man over with charisma.
You will get on the boat, won't you? Wow. Madonna is a feisty girl. Whoa. So you got look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. She's almost crawling right on the boat. That is nuts.
That sounds kind of gross.
Be quiet.
Be quiet.
The elephant made a point of showing its rear end to the tourists.
Can you be quiet, please? I told you 100 times, be quiet, please. See now what you do.
It's times like these that it's good to have a spare pair of shorts.
It's got that piece, that stick out of there. Just pull the stick out. Coming forward with the lips. The lips. Just watch your glasses. I don't think they're going to be that interested in them.
The rhinoceros is like, man, this is paradise! It's never a good idea to get close to a 5-ton elephant. Not even a moose with enormous antlers.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That dog are definitely dead.
This is that moment when you need to pretend everything's fine in a kayak with the biggest animal in the world underneath you.
No pasa nada, no pasa nada. Son 3. Mira ese. Wow. Wow. Vámonos.
There's no resisting a backpacking otter. Seriously, she deserves your like on this video.
No. Let's not do that, okay? You're adorable, but, Hey, that's my toe. Don't eat that. Oh, no. Let's not eat that, okay? Thank you. Oh,
When the heat is so intense that even the bear decides to crash your pool for a game of ball. That moment when you're about to take a dip in the pool and realize someone got there before you.
okay.
You wake up in the morning and wonder, hey, where's my tent? They say cats have 7 lives, right? When the dumpster buffet opens and you're first in line to secure the feast.
She really thought she was feeding stray kittens. Why did he do with the moose? Haha, the dog made the best choice. This friendly smile deserves your like and subscription. When the bear realized the forest had run out of new things on the menu, he decided to visit the human restaurant. The problem is, he forgot to make a reservation. Now he just wants a snack, but the kitchen seems to have become the new territory of the king of mess. He better accept his own tail. After all, they're inseparable. Even man's best friend can falter sometimes. If you see this criminal around, report him to the authorities immediately. He just wants some Whiskas! Poor thing! Pumbaa grew up and built a beautiful family! Friends are friends. Business is business. Deep down, they love each other. Nothing beats a lazy afternoon. I suppose he's not vegan. They watched a lot of Rocky Balboa. She went looking for her neighbor's dog, and now she wants to go back home. Pushing from behind is betrayal.
They discovered what happens at Christmas!
He has a peculiar palate.
Another video of the wanted criminal? Terrible place to spend the night!
Even I felt like going in there.
Don't worry, they're just kidding. Comment below what you think he wanted inside that house.